What's up, everybody? Legacy here for the first episode of The Climb, where I will be talking to industry professionals, pro players, content creators about their journey, give advice, talk about states of games and stuff. And the first episode, I have none other than D2R Soul on the line. Soul, say what's up.
What's up, guys?
So tell me about everything that's been going on with you, because you've literally had a climb in the past, I'd say 7 months. So tell us about your journey from where you were to where you are now.
So first off, I wanted to say that I started out as a player for D2R in a mobile game called Critical Ops, and I've been grinding out that spot as a player. Eventually, I ended up becoming a captain and a leader for the team, and I've been leading that team, and it's still going on till today. From May of last year, we're about to hit our 1 year, and from there, I went into the management team of D2R. Managing the mobile spots when D2R was going through a little downfall. So I've been managing and trying to keep it up on its feet. And just recently, I got promoted to CEO of the organization. Seeing how it's running now, it's going pretty good from where it was at.
Right on. So tell us about your new role as CEO. What have you done to enhance the culture in D2R, and what are your plans to continue to go?
Well, what I've done so far is I've been recruiting management right now, trying to pick up the management, and we're in talks right now with what is the future of D2R. So we've been trying to do some little things to make D2R look like it's back on its feet, which it is actually back on its foot. So everything's going perfectly fine right now. So I just promoted Hustle to the owner because he's been committed and helping me with a lot of decisions I've been making. So yeah, everything's running perfectly fine. Both our critical ops teams are like on top right now, dominating the scene in every tournament they've touched. So everything's going perfectly fine.
Right on. So speaking of critical ops, let's talk about the state of COps here. What is the current state in the competitive scene slash casual scene, and then what do you personally think is either a problem or good thing, or what would you like to see?
So, I mean, what I would like to see is what everyone wants to see. You know, tournaments coming out again, back like the old days, like Alliance and stuff. Something like that to come back again to put a light to the scene. You know, so the smallest things honestly can impact the scene right now because there's a lot of just players grinding out right now, like waiting for something to happen. So some teams are still grinding out every single day to do that. Honestly, one thing that's been working a lot is Wadi's been DMing a lot of pro players to see what's gonna happen. And yeah, so pretty much right now everyone's just grinding out, waiting for something to happen.
Okay. And so when you say like just tournaments or for like the lines and stuff, are you guys, and obviously you can't speak for the whole community, but you can speak for like you and your team. Are you guys looking for like just tournaments? Like, do they need to have cases? Do they need to have prize pools? How big do the prize pools need to be? Like, obviously, I feel like we can't just come back into the tournament organizing scene with like a 3,000 plus tournament. But what would you guys, as players and now CEO of Mobile Esports Orgs, what would you guys like to see for the future of tournaments?
Honestly, a lot of players now just want recognition. So honestly, if it's like a stream tournament with a nice overlay and everything going on, and even if it's cases in the bat as the prizes, you know, as long as they feel like they're doing good, like they want to go back to the clip and watch them while the casting is going on. You know, I don't know. A lot of players like looking into that. So honestly, I wouldn't say, not even myself. Like I would never come back with a $3,000 tournament because right now it's like you're not earning anything back from it in a way. So honestly, like even if you come back with a case tournament with like a lot of like, you know, make it a huge deal for everyone. Hey, I want to go into this. Like it's an eye catcher, you know.
Right on, right on. So it seems like um, you guys are just looking for something, whether it's a split, invitational, not even
Yeah.
necessarily a league. So, I mean, I think that's interesting to see. If you look back a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, you had a lot of players in the scene who that have left now. Who is still in the scene? Talk to me about the top teams in NA. Talk to me about the top teams, maybe regionally in other regions. I don't know. Yeah, let me know and fill me in, and maybe for the viewers, like who is the top teams right now, and who should people be watching out for player wise as well?
So honestly, it's no bias. It's just he's been proving himself out. I think the top player of the community, and maybe a lot of people would agree, is MVP right now. He's been popping off for everything he's been doing, and he's one of the biggest veterans right now, currently still playing. So, and the top teams right now for North America, would you like the top three, in my opinion?
Who are the top three?
So I believe it's Amplified, D2R, and it's either between DYG and Merc.
Okay, so it's good to see Amplified, DYG, and Merc still in the community.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the what was it, the revival tournament, right? How did you guys do in there?
Actually, we didn't play in it because at that moment it was just like our team was taking a break because Call of Duty just came out and everything, so everyone wanted to express their ways to see how it went.
Okay. And do you guys have any future plans to expand into any other games, or are you guys gonna just kind of stick to COPS right now?
Well, as of right now, we're sticking to COPS to see how. Uh, so as of right now, we're sticking to COPS and to see how it's planning out to be. Hopefully, we're in talks with other games right now. Some fell off, some are still going on. So hopefully, we can run that through perfectly.
Okay. So as being one of the top teams right now, do you feel like there's any pressure on you guys to, have that face of the community look and that vibe, similar to how like GS used to be back in the day, Hammers, all those other teams? Do you guys find like any pressure as far as like maybe sustaining the community or having social outreach?
Honestly, it's the same thing. It's like motivation in a way. You have to like push yourself to still be on that top team.
Mm.
It's even on the captain spot for Resurrection is still, and everything is like, I don't know how to explain it in a way, but it's like a motivation to stay on top.
Okay. Okay.
Since everyone views you as the top team in a way, you're gonna want to keep that in the same momentum for everyone to still view you as that top team.
Okay. So what kind of advice would you give to other managers, new people getting into just mobile esports in general, on grinding and climbing up in casual to competitive, or even on like the business side of things? What kind of advice could you give for these new people?
Honestly, if you just keep your grind up and put your mind to something that you want to keep going through, you're gonna want to end up facing that and pushing through it. Because honestly, if you guys just push through that, even if you want to go somewhere as a pet player or even as a manager, management, you have to show people that you always have a mindset to take risks for things. Take a risk for something that you're gonna want to push through, and to become one of the best managers in that scene currently. Even as a player, I was a player for 4 years in Critical Ops, so I've always wanted to become the top player. That's one thing that I wanted to do. I played like almost every day, and something that I just got on to play, had fun. Always have fun with the game too. You're always gonna live memories, regardless of the fact if you deny it. You're gonna have the funniest memories, and let's say a simple Discord call, something could turn out to a huge memory of your life.
Right
you
on.
know, as a gaming thing, it's like brings a lot of people together that maybe they're not having the best part of their life in their real life, so they come into here to play the games. So honestly, your profile and everything impacts a huge part of your future as a gamer if you want to pursue that.
Right on. Anything else you want to touch on or talk about? If not, go ahead and give out your shout outs, and appreciate you being on the show.
Yeah, no problem, man. One thing I want to talk about is hopefully you guys stick around for COPS because there's huge plans coming in. Maybe, hopefully, I'm praying for you guys to keep grinding out, showing that you guys want that huge thing coming, you know. So shout outs, of course, I'm gonna give it to D2R because they've been playing their butts off. Shout out to Ali God and everybody in the SA community, Metal. Shout out to Resurrection and his team proving that they are the top team in the community. Yeah, keep the grind up, boys. And I'll be doing my part as your CEO to keep your things together.
Right on, man. Well, I appreciate you being on the show and being the first guest on The Climb. Shout out to Soul for being on, at D2R Soul on Twitter if you want to follow him. That's been the first episode. Let me know who you guys want to be on the show in the comments section or on Twitter at Hammers Legacy. And as usual, please like and subscribe. I'm Legacy for Soul and Critical Points. Say in peace.
Peace out.